Good morning, Nursery. Today is Monday the 22nd of June and we are going to be reading The Gruffalo's Child and learning about the Gruffalo's Child this week. So last week we learned about the Gruffalo, but this is another adventure, the journey of the Gruffalo's Child. Let's find out what happens. The Gruffalo said that no Gruffalo should ever set foot in the deep, dark wood. Why not? Why not? Because if you do, the big bad mouse will be after you. I met him once, said the Gruffalo. I met him a long, long time ago. What does he look like? Tell us, Dad. Is he terribly big and terribly bad? I can't quite remember, the Gruffalo said. Then he thought for a minute and scratched his head. The big bad mouse is terribly strong, and his scaly tail is terribly long. His eyes are like pools of terrible fire, and his terrible whiskers are tougher than wire. One snowy night, when the Gruffalo snored, the Gruffalo's child was feeling bored. The Gruffalo's child was feeling brave, so she tiptoed out of the Gruffalo cave. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. Whoo! Into the woods went the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh, a trail in the snow. Whose is this trail and where does it go? A tail poked out of a log pile house. Could this be the tail of the big bad mouse? What do you think, everyone? Is it the big bad mouse in a log pile house? Out slid the creature. His eyes were small and he didn't have whiskers. No, none at all. You're not the mouse. Not I, said the snake. He's down by the lake eating Gruffalo cake. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh, marks in the snow. Whose are these claw marks and where do they go? Two eyes gleamed out of a treetop house. Could these be the eyes of the big bad mouse? Are these the eyes of the big bad mouse? Let's find out. Down flew the creature. His tail was short and he didn't have whiskers of any sort. You're not the mouse. Woohoo, not I, but he's somewhere nearby, eating Gruffalo pie. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Aha! A track in the snow. Whose is this track and where does it go? Whiskers at last, and an underground house. Could this be the home of the big bad mouse? What do you think, everyone? Is it the mouse? Out slunk the creature. His eyes weren't fiery, his tail wasn't scaly, and his whiskers weren't wiry. You're not the mouse. Oh no, not me. He's under a tree drinking Gruffalo tea. It's all a trick, said the Gruffalo's child, and she sat on a stump where the snow lay piled. I don't believe in the big bad mouse. Oh, but here comes a little one out of his house. Not big, not bad, but a mouse at least. You'll taste good as a midnight feast. Look, it's the mouse. Wait, said the mouse. Before you eat, there's a friend of mine that you ought to meet. If you let me hop onto this hazel twig, I'll beckon my friend so bad and so big. The Gruffalo child unclenched her fist. The big bad mouse, so he does exist. The mouse hopped onto a hazel tree and then said, "Just wait and see." Out came the moon. It was bright and round, and a terrible shadow fell onto the ground. "Who is this creature so big, bad and strong? His tail and whiskers are terribly long. His ears are enormous, and over his shoulder he carries a nut as big as a boulder." "The big bad mouse!" yelled the Gruffalo's child. The mouse jumped down from the twig and smiled. It was a trick. "Aha! A hole, prints in the snow. Whose are these footprints and where do they go?" The footprints led to the Gruffalo cave, where the Gruffalo's child was a bit less brave. The Gruffalo's child was a bit less bored. And the Gruffalo snored and snored and snored, safe at home at last from the big bad mouse, who's not big or bad, but very, very clever. Well done, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that story. A little bit different from the story of the Gruffalo. But one of your challenges today is going to be to draw a picture of the Gruffalo. Now, I'm not going to draw one for you, but I'm going to talk you through how we can draw one by looking at the picture. So, what you've got to remember about the Gruffalo is all of his features that he has. So he has terrible tusks and terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws. He's the Gruffalo, Gruffalo, Gruffalo. He's the Gruffalo. He has knobbly knees and turned out toes and a poisonous wart at the end of his nose. He's the Gruffalo, Gruffalo, Gruffalo. He's the Gruffalo. His eyes are orange, his tongue is black. He has purple prickles all over his back. He's the Gruffalo, Gruffalo, Gruffalo. He's the Gruffalo. He's the Gruffalo. That's the Gruffalo song that can help you remember all of the things that you need to include if you are drawing a picture of the Gruffalo. And I've put the Gruffalo song on the YouTube playlist as well. Now, after you've drawn your picture of the Gruffalo, I'm going to do a bit of counting using the PowerPoint. But let's just remember some of our numbers. Okay, let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ready? 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. So when we're looking at our numbers from 1 up to 10, I'm going to move these two here. There we go, so we can see them all together. When we're looking at number 10, this has got the most, hasn't it? It's got the biggest amount, and 10 is the biggest. And which is the smallest number? 1, because there's only 1. So one of your challenges is to say which one has got more than 5. So we know that the numbers with more than 5 are 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, because they've got 5 and they've got a few more. And the ones that have got less than 5, the numbers that are smaller than 5, are 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Because you can't count 5 because there's not enough. Okay, so your challenge is to find which one has 5 on the PowerPoint, which one has more than 5, and which one has less than 5. Well done, everyone. I'll see you later for 30 Days Wild. Have a beautiful day. Bye.